Warning: the following video contains spoilers from AMC's The Walking Dead.
They call me the governor. Now I realize a lot of you may not like me in regards to my actions with Herschel back in Season 4. Perhaps with everything that happened afterwards, it might have been a little ill-advised on my part. But now that the premiere of Season 7 has come out, I just gotta ask, do you miss me? With the arrival of Negan, I was a little dubious about his ability to fill my shoes as Rick's main foe. But I have to admit, the entire dynamic of the show has changed. Sure, we had those cannibals in Terminus. We had those really demented claimers who, they were a little woohoo. And of course there were the wolves, but they were a bit annoying, but really not all that dangerous. But then came Negan. Now I have to admit that initially I was a little disappointed that Rick wouldn't be the recipient of Lucille, the vampire bat. By the way, Negan, yes, that joke is that bad. However, in retrospect, he broke Rick, something I wasn't able to do. Killing him would have been too merciful. Now, there's going to be a lot of comparisons between Negan and yours truly. However, I had a town I was trying to control my way of life and protect it. Negan has grander plans. He doesn't want to keep what he has. He wants more. And while I may have some issues, Negan just doesn't care. He will do whatever it takes to make his opponents into meek little servants. So the premiere. A lot of folks out there, well, they thought it was Glenn.
Hello, my name is Sarah, and I think it was Glenn.
I think it's going to be Glenn.
Well, I guess it would have to be Glenn.
Me, I actually thought from the beginning that it was likely going to be Abraham. And I was right. Unfortunately, thanks to Daryl, those folks were right too. Now, Abraham took it like a man. He went out spitting defiance. Suck my nuts. I could admire that. And it would have been it. That would have been the end of it. Then, of course, Daryl had to do something kind of stupid. Now, it's no secret I've never been all that fond of Daryl. Though, under different circumstances, he might have been a good fit in Woodbury. And he's pretty smart in a lot of things. But apparently, when it comes to math and figuring out how outnumbered he is, not too bright. Because despite the overwhelming odds, this is what it did.
Take a damn look!
And of course, a lot of people thought that was the end for poor Daryl. Yeah, no, Negan's not that way. You screw up, you're not the one who pays. And who got Lucille next? Good old Glenn. A lot of people out there are saying that Daryl is responsible for Glenn's death. They're right. On a side note, the effects team did an amazing job this episode. Not just with the bashed heads and the little dangly eye, but when that walker that was hanging there, his head just came off, that was some cool. Gotta hand it to you. Good job, team. Now let's get back to the whole stupid thing. We have Rick. Rick just watched two of his dear friends and closest allies get their heads turned into mush. So what does he do?
I'm gonna kill you. I didn't quite catch that. You're gonna have to speak up. Not today. Not tomorrow. But I'm gonna kill you.
Rick, there's such a thing as a filter between the brain and the mouth. You need to get a new one. Fine, vow in your head that you're going to kill Negan. But it just pops to your people. If you don't want more of your friends' heads to go from 3D to 2D, you might want to keep your mouth shut. So as you might imagine, Negan was not thrilled with Rick's little defiant words. So he did something about it. Took Rick on a nice little ride. Made him go out and play with the biters. And when that didn't quite work, he forced Rick to cut off his own son's arm. Now sure, he stopped Rick from doing it. I think that's more about them not wanting to green screen out Chandler's arm for the rest of the season. Rick was going to do it, and that's what Negan wanted. The only one that Negan didn't get to was Maggie. Now there's a fighting spirit. Of course, she had the sense to not open up her mouth until Negan was gone. Take a lesson, Rick. So it's going to be interesting to see, now that Rick has been broken, how he can come back from this. Negan pissed all over the hot rage that was Rick Grimes. He put that fire out. We'll have to see if it ever comes back. Now before I go, I want to address a couple groups out there. First of all, for those assholes who posted spoilers about what was going to happen before the premiere even aired. Did that make you feel good? Did somebody piss in your Wheaties, and now this is your way of getting back at the world? No wonder you're living in your parents' basement and hoping for some form of human contact to come into your life, but with that attitude, it's not going to happen. You disgust me so much, and that's saying a lot. I killed Santa Claus. There's the other people who posted spoilers after it aired. And kind of spoiled it for people who didn't get a chance to see it when it was first run. I feel your pain. I feel your need to express your outrage. But really, people, how difficult is it to just hit enter a couple damn times to get a little bit of spoiler space? Yeah, people who don't want to be spoiled should avoid social media. And everybody posts spoilers. Well, everybody does a lot of things that not very nice. Now, you can't control the asshole who just goes off and gleefully posts the spoilers to irritate all kinds of people. Can't control that. But you can control you. Just a little consideration, people. It entered a couple times. Give it at least 24 hours, for God's sake. Finally, I want to talk to the people out there who say The Walking Dead is too gory for my children. What, those warnings weren't enough? Graphic violence may be disturbing? Come on, people. Have you seen the show? Yeah, this may have brought it up a notch. But you remember Noah? Yeah, remember what happened to him? How about that Aiden guy? This is not meant for children. You're probably the same folks who were complaining about friggin' Deadpool. What, the f***ing R wasn't enough for you? Alright, I'm calm. No one's getting beheaded today. Damn it. I'll be back next week to further explore Rick's residence in Pee-Pee Pants City. See you next time, Governor. Out.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Here's a couple more I think you might enjoy. And don't forget to subscribe. Remember, those who subscribe survive.